Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. Yeah, man. Sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching The Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for March the 30th, 2022. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week the Ryan Awesome Show. We have a busy week this week. WrestleMania is this Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, man, we had a lot of stuff that happened this past week with Triple H retiring and, the whole incident with Chris Rock and Will Smith. Like a lot of stuff happened this past week. And, my second pro wrestling match. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about that. But yeah, man, welcome back to another week of the Ryan Awesome Show. So today we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for March 30th, 2022. And yeah, man, overall, man, it was a really good show, man. Enjoyed that main event with Darby and Andrade. Bryan versus Yuta. They had a banger of a match. And Jay Lethal and Jon Moxley did too. We finally had a qualifying match for that Owen Hart Cup. The Bunny versus Toni Storm. So Toni Storm made an AEW debut in that Owen Hart Cup tournament qualifying match. So yeah, so it's great to see Toni Storm at AEW. Glad that she left the WWE because she was not happy there. So I'm glad that she left and decided to come to AEW. So it's really great to see Toni Storm and competing in the tournament this coming May. Overall, really good show. And yeah, man, I say this all the time in the intro: like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here or if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, because I am here each and every single week, man. So we were live in Columbia, South Carolina. And so our first match of the night, we had CM Punk versus Max Caster of the Acclaim with Anthony Bowens in his corner. And so yeah, man, so we started off the match. Both of these guys, they were chain wrestling. So Caster, he went right after Punk's back. So he took control of the match, and then Punk, he started to fight back. Punk tried to go for the GTS, but Caster, he had fought out of it. And we had Caster, he had hit the Fisherman Buster to Punk, and he kicked out. And so Punk, he started hitting chops on Caster, and he hit a top Rana to Caster. And we had a knee strike followed up by a Bulldog to Caster, and he kicked out. And then Bowens, he had tripped up Punk at one point outside of the ring, and referee, of course, didn't see it. And so yeah, we had a coast-to-coast draping leg drop to Punk, and he kicked out. And then Max Caster, he tried to go for this finishing move, the mic drop, but Punk had moved out of the way. And to end the match, we had Punk, he had hit the power driver. He had muscled up Caster for that power driver, followed up by the Anaconda Vice submission move to Caster to win the match. So Caster taps out, so therefore CM Punk wins the match. And yeah, really good match. And so yeah, so right after the match, we had Tony Schiavone, he interviews CM Punk.
There's a couple things I don't know. One, I don't know who the champion's going to be in a week's time. It's either going to be Adam Cole, baby. Or I'm going to be looking down the barrel of some cowboy shit.
Yeah.
There's a couple things I do know for a fact. There's a lot of gray in my beard, and before my time in AEW is over, there's going to be a lot more gray. There's scars on my head, and I know before my time in AEW is over, there will be a lot more scars. And the last thing I know, before my time in AEW is over, I will be world champion.
Well, there you hear it. And that was it, man. That was it. So CM Punk, he wants the AEW World Championship. So it's either going to be Hangman Adam Page or Adam Cole. Either match works better, whether it's CM Punk versus Cole or CM Punk versus Hangman Adam Page. Both matches will still be great matches, but yeah, man. Cannot wait for it, bro, when it happens. But yeah, man, that was it with that, man. And so right after that, we had a backstage interview. So Alex Marvez, he was backstage. He interviews MJF and FTR, who are the AAA Tag Team Champions. So that's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler.
MJF, we saw your... What is this?
Well, that's my lawyer, Smart Mark Sterling.
Yeah, I know who Smart Mark Sterling is, but why are pictures of Wardlow being put up here on our set?
First of all, we don't say his name anymore, bud. Okay, it doesn't exist in this universe anymore. Okay, but what we are going to talk about is what does exist. And what does exist is the Pinnacle. See, the Pinnacle right now, week after week, now that big stupid oaf is out of the way, are going to get some wins. Starting right now tonight with FTR versus, what are they called? Asinine Boys? I don't know.
Asinine Boys.
And then next week we got Sean Spears versus Sean Dean. That's an easy dub because the Pinnacle's moving on up, baby.
Max, I don't understand what's going on between you and Wardlow, but I just want you to know that you're my friend, you're Cash's friend, but Wardlow's our friend as well. Whatever's going on between you guys, I don't want to get in the middle of it.
Hey,
okay?
I would never, first of all, you're not just my friends, you're my goddamn family, okay? You're my family. Now, I didn't want to tell you guys this because I knew it would hurt your feelings, but Wardlow used to talk shit about you guys all the time.
Wow.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. Right now, we're here to talk about winning. Because that's what the Pinnacle does, baby. Because when you are in the Pinnacle,
you're always on top.
you're always on top.
Let's go to the ring.
And that was it, man. That was it with the interview. Looked like we're getting the babyface FTR. Oh, yeah, and shout out, man. Shout out to FTR, man, for wearing the NWO-inspired gear. You know, paying homage to Scott Hall, the late, great Scott Hall. So right after that, we had a match, and it was Jay Lethal versus Jon Moxley of the Blackpool Combat Club. Crowd was split for this match, back and forth with strikes. And then Moxley had hit a German suplex to Lethal. And then at one point, they were fighting on the top rope. And Lethal, he had knocked Moxley off of the top rope. And Moxley, he landed crotch first on the ropes. Ouch. Man, landing on those ropes did not feel good, man. But yeah, man. So Lethal, he had a tope suicida to Mox. And then Moxley, he had hit a lariat to Lethal that took his freaking head off, bro. And so yeah, man. So Lethal, he had hit a backbreaker flatliner combo to Moxley, and he kicked out of the move. And so yeah, man. So Moxley, he gave Lethal an elbow shot that absolutely rocked this dude. And so yeah, so Moxley tried to go for the paradigm shift, but you know, his knee had gave out on him. And so yeah, at that point, both of these guys, they're going back and forth with their signature moves. Lethal had hit a brain buster to Mox. Lethal, he had went to the top rope, and he hit his Macho Man Randy Savage like diving elbow drop to Moxley, but Moxley had kicked out. And so yeah, so Lethal, he had tried to lock in the figure four leg lock, but Moxley, he had fought out of it. And so to end the match, man, we had Jon Moxley, he hit the paradigm shift to Lethal to win the match. So therefore, Jon Moxley wins the match. And that was it, man. Great match, bro. Great match. And so yeah, so right after the match, Moxley, he went for a handshake because they had shook hands earlier, or Lethal tried to shake his hand earlier, but Moxley had slapped his hand away. And so this time Moxley went for a handshake, and so Lethal had shook his hand, so they both shook hands, and that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so right after that we had a vignette from Marina Shafir of the Horsewomen. And so yeah, so she's on her way to AEW Dynamite, and we did find out that she was facing Jade Cargill, but she's not gonna win. She's not gonna beat Jade Cargill. And so yeah, so right after that we had a tag team match, and it was FTR, who are the AAA tag team champions. That's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler versus the Gunn Club. So that's Austin Gunn and Colten Gunn with Billy Gunn in their corner. MJF, he had joined the commentary team, and so FTR, they had took control of the first part of the match with quick tags. And so Colten, he had tripped up Cash outside the ring, and then Billy Gunn, he had took out Cash behind the referee's back. And so the Gun Club had took control of the match during the commercial break, picture in picture, of course. We had a hot tag to Dax. He had took out Austin and Colten. And then Dax had gave Austin a lariat. And so yeah, so while the match was going on, Wardlow, he had showed up. So Wardlow had showed up he had showed up at the concourse area. And he started taking out security guards left and right. So he had threw one guy into a wall, and he had powerbombed one guy on the table, and the table didn't break. And so yeah, and so he was walking through the crowd, and they had more security people coming at him. And so Wardlow, he had took them out one by one, and you had a whole bunch of security people had went to hold down Wardlow and take him away. And so MJF on commentary, he was saying, get this guy out of here, get this big oaf out of here. And so yeah, man. And so while all that stuff was going on, that distracted FTR. It almost cost it in the match. And so Billy Gunn, he had got on the ring apron and he tried to distract Dax. And so Cash, he had took out Billy Gunn. And so to end the match, we had a big rig to Austin from FTR to win the match. So therefore, FTR wins the match. And so right after the match, we had MJF. He went into the ring. He tried to congratulate. He tried to celebrate with FTR, but FTR had pushed him away. Yeah, and so the crowd, man, they chanted FTR. They were loud too, man. The crowd, they chanted FTR, FTR. And that was pretty much it, man. Great stuff, bro. Great stuff. They're going the same route Wardlow going. Going babyface route. It looked like the pinnacle could be over. All they have left is Shawn Spears and MJF. And so yeah, so right after that, we had a vignette of Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs.
You know, Keith, you've been a pain in my ass even before you arrived. All I heard was Keith Lee this, Keith Lee that, basking this, basking that. Well, Keith, you can bask in kissing my ass.
I commend you on your bravery, stepping to me man to man. The mistake made here, now you want to go one-on-one.
Rampage is my show. Rampage is Ricky Stark's show. So, Keith, this Friday night, you won't bask in glory. Your ass will bask in defeat, courtesy of that man they call Powerhouse.
Mr. Hobbs, come and bask in my glory.
And that was it, man. That was it with that. So, yep, we have a match on Rampage with Powerhouse Hobbs and Keith Lee. It's the main event of Rampage this Friday. So, yeah, man. So, that was pretty much it with that, man. That should be a banger of a match, man. I'm telling you. And so, yeah, so right after that, we had the Jericho Appreciation Society. They were backstage. So, that's Chris Jericho, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager. So, they were backstage.
For over 3 weeks, the Jericho Appreciation Society has been the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
Sports
When I
entertainment.
call myself the influencer, it's not a catchphrase or a gimmick. It's the truth. Because for the last 3 weeks, I've had people from all around the world, dirt sheet writers, fans, lowly pro wrestlers from every roster in this country, including ours, wanted to be a part of the JAS. It's not going to happen. There's only 5 of us. So if everybody wants to join us, all I have to say is this: GFY.
And you saw what happened last week when those pro wrestlers went up against these sports entertainers. We future endeavored John Silver and Alex Reynolds, in Santana Ortiz, in that rat Eddie Kingston. We took those boys out for good.
Hey, fellas. Oh, Cool Hand Ange has a bit of an idea here.
What?
Hey, Magic.
Yeah. Why don't you take a peek?
Hey, you want me to take a peek?
Oh, yeah, take a peek.
Hey, Magic, take a peek.
Take a peek.
Hey, Magic, take a peek.
Yeah.
I have no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, whole lot of nothing.
Nobody there. Show them. Let the girl back.
Lot of nothing. Lot of nothing.
No Santana, no Ortiz, no piece of trash Eddie Kingston.
Jake, you want to take a peek? Take a peek, Jake.
We beat them up. Get it through your heads. They're not here, and they're not coming back.
Oh, they're right there. Oh. So, yeah, so they got beaten up. So, yeah, so they ambushed them backstage. And so, yeah, so last week when they opened the curtain, they weren't there. And so this week, they opened it up. They were there. And so Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, they attacked the Jericho Appreciation Society. And so they took the fight out to the ring. Kingston, he had hit the spinning back fist to Jericho. And then Santana and Ortiz, they tried to hit the street sweeper to Jericho, but the rest of the JAS had took out Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. And so it was a 5-on-3 beatdown. Jericho had brought out, Matt Menard had brought out Floyd the Bat, and he gave it to Jericho. And so Jericho started hitting Kingston with the bat. and he started hitting Santana and Ortiz with the bat. And so yeah, and then Jericho at one point he had pulled off his studded belt, and he started whipping Kingston with the belt. Jericho he had hit the Judas effect to Kingston, and that was pretty much it, man. That was pretty much it. Absolute beatdown, bro. And so yeah, so right after that we had Tony Schiavone. He interviews Jade Cargill, who is the TBS champion, with Smart Mark Sterling in her corner.
Okay, Mark Sterling, have we decided the opponent for the TBS champion, the 30th opponent?
Yeah, we have, and I just wanted to let everyone know we did situate the baddie section live on Dynamite, so that's there. But
The baddie
we had
section?
two options for the opponent. And I went with the most prestigious. I went with the librarian, Leva Bates.
The librarian.
Does it look like my 30th win should be a joke, Mark?
No, I mean, I think it's perfect. It's librarian.
Leave now.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
We'll talk about that later. All right, we're going to have to go with option 2.
Who is it?
It's Marina Shafir.
Speak up. Who?
It's Marina Shafir. She's an MMA fighter. We saw her earlier. She's a black belt.
You don't sound confident.
I mean, the librarian was a perfect opponent.
I'll take on this Marina Shafir girl. Let me go take care of my baddie section. You go take care of that, and Tony, cut the shit.
All right.
Let's go to the ring.
And just like what I said earlier, man, you know, nobody is beating Jade Cargill. Nobody. Well, she's been on a roll lately. At first, I wanted Ruby Soho to win the title, but Jade Cargill, she made that championship, you know, prestigious. She's doing a great job with the TBS championship. And so yeah, man, and she's gotten better too. She's gotten better. You know, every week she gets better and better and better. And so yeah, man. So that was it with that, man. And so yeah, so right after that we had a match, and it was Bryan Danielson with William Regal in his corner on commentary versus Wheeler Yuta. And so yeah, this is a great match, man. This is a great match. Both of these guys, they try to out wrestle each other. And so Bryan, he started kicking Yuta over and over and over again. And so Yuta, he started to fight back. And then Yuta, he tried to go for a top rope move, but Bryan had caught him with a kick in midair. And so Bryan, he took control of the match during a commercial break. Picture in picture, of course. And so, yeah, both of these guys, they were going back and forth with chops. And so the crowd, they were cheering for Yuta. Yuta, he hit a German suplex to Bryan. And he hit a dragon suplex to Bryan. Bryan, he started hitting elbow strikes to Yuta. And then, you know, Yuta, his chest was beat red at that point. Like, it was red. And, yeah, and so Yuta, he started hitting elbow strikes to Bryan. And then Bryan hit a running knee to Yuta. And so Bryan, he tried to go for his signature stomps. And so Yuta, he had spit in Bryan's face, which is really disgusting, man. So Bryan hit the signature stomps to Yuta. And then Bryan had hit a gotch style pile driver to Yuta. And to end the match, man, we had Bryan, he had locked in the little bell lock to Yuta to win the match. So Yuta, he was, you know, he didn't tap out. He was already knocked out. Like, as soon as Bryan locked in that submission hold, Yuta was already passed out. And so, yeah, so that was pretty much it with that, man. And, yeah, the crowd were into this match, dude. They love this match. Another thing about this, the best friends were not at ringside. So they were not at ringside. So another reason why he should leave the best friends. Yeah, I think he earned his keep. Now. Willie Yuta. So yeah, they'll let him join. You know, because he already fought Moxley and Bryan. And so yeah, so right after that we had a vignette of Andrade El Idolo and Darby Allin.
I've been wanting to have this match, but week in, week out, it's you interfere in my match with Sammy. I wrestle Isaiah, I wrestle Mark, I wrestle Butcher, I wrestle Blade. It's like, dude, just step up.
So Darby, you wanna fight. Andrade El Idolo always fights. Kid, I slap sense into you.
Drop the assistant, drop the group, drop the money, just be who you are. And that's one of the very best.
I hope tonight you show me who you are.
And so yeah, so of course that was the main event. And so yeah, man, so right after that, man, we had the Undisputed Elite. So they finally have a name. They're calling themselves the Undisputed Elite. So that's Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. Quote unquote championship celebration. And so yeah, man, so they came out with all the championships. Adam Cole had the AEW World Championship, and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish had the AEW World Tag Team Championships, and they had tape over the nameplate, and they just wrote their names on the tape. with some markers.
You can't steal something that belongs to you. Because this celebration, it's not just for the three of us, no. It's for all of you. It's for all of AEW. Because AEW needs a new era.
Undisputed.
AEW needs a new crew to run the show. And AEW has got the three best damn pro wrestlers on the planet, baby.
Yes.
You know, Cole, I'm seeing a lot of haters, though. A lot of haters. They're saying Red Dragon, they don't have enough wins. Red Dragon, they're not ranked high enough to challenge for these titles. You know what I say to those haters?
Tell them,
You know what I
Kyle.
say to those haters?
Tell them.
What?
What was I going to say?
You forgot what you were about to say.
I was gonna say something about how we're wicked and the rankings don't matter because everybody loves us. What was it? Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is?
You
I
got
had
it
too
now.
much champagne backstage. I don't feel good.
What?
I had to sit down.
Oh, God.
The celebration, it has been epic. And what my friend is trying to say is that this man, his reputation precedes him. He and I. Now I'll go ahead and put our resume up against anyone in the industry. What you're looking at are the three baddest dudes that this company has to offer, bar no one.
And so yeah, man. So yeah, right after that, man, Hangman Adam Page he had came out, and Adam Hangman Page he had came out driving in a Tesla. So he drove in a Tesla with horns on it. That dude, that is the oddest thing I ever saw, man. A Tesla with horns on it, like like with horns on the front of the on the hood of the car. So yeah, this dude pulled up in a Tesla, and he took out the UE, the Undisputed Elite. And so yeah, and so Page tried to go for the buckshot lariat to Cole, but Fish and O'Reilly had dragged Cole out of the ring. And so Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Christian Cage, they came from behind and they took out the Undisputed Elite. And yeah, they fought off. They fought off the Undisputed Elite. And so it was a 4-on-3, which is an unfair advantage. But yeah, that was pretty much it with that, man. So yeah, I'm guessing Cole is not gonna win the AEW World Championship because he stole it. He stole the championship. He was running around with the championship, claiming it was his. And same thing with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They claiming that it's their championships. So I'm guessing they're not gonna win the championship. I think Brody Lee did the same thing. I think Brody Lee did the same thing when Jon Moxley was the champion. He stole the championship from Jon Moxley, and Brody came out with the AEW World Championship. So yeah, this is the second time something like this happened in AEW. And so yeah, man. So right after that, we had Tony Schiavone. He interviews Thunder Rosa, the AEW Women's World Champion. And so yeah, so last week we didn't get a proper celebration for Thunder Rosa because it got interrupted by Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero. And so yeah, so this time it wasn't interrupted.
I am your new Women's World Champion. And I'm the first ever Mexican-born wrestler to accomplish this in history. And it happened here at AEW. When I came here to AEW, I told everyone that I was gonna put women's wrestling back on the map. I fought and clawed my way to the top to be the face of this division. However, I just don't want to be the face or the pillar of this division. Thunder Rosa wants to be the face of all women's wrestling. But honestly, it seems like every time I get to the top, there's always bullies that want to bring me down. But remember, Tony, pillars get knocked down, but foundations, they remain standing. And I will be a foundation in this company. So whoever wants to get at me, come and get me. I'm ready.
And so yeah, man. So that was it with that. They didn't even play the rest of the video, but yeah, that was it with that, man. But yeah, I really don't care about the feud between Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose gotten so many title shots, man. I don't want to see it no more, man. I really don't. But yeah, man. But that was pretty much it with that, man. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had FTR, who are the AAA Tag Team Champions. They're backstage. So that's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. And so yeah, so they spoke.
You know, it's been said by people like the Ass Boys that Dax and myself, we take ourselves a little too seriously, and maybe we do. We take this seriously because it's everything that we've ever wanted to do. And we're doing it together right now. We're making history. We are the AAA World Tag Team Champions. Friday night, we become the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and then we're going to become the first ever two-time AEW World Tag Team Champions, and we know exactly how we're going to do it.
Yeah, we came to AEW to build a reputation, not lose a reputation, okay? I love professional wrestling way too much to take second place ever in my career, so I'm tired of waiting. What I'm going to do in front of God and everybody else, I'm going to issue the challenge. That's
Yes.
to you, Young Bucks. FTR, Young Bucks 2.
Yes.
To see who is the greatest tag team of all time. Do you accept, huh? Top guys.
Out.
Out.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Please book the match. Please book the match, man. And yeah, and they need to beat the Young Bucks too. They need to beat them because yeah, the last time they fought was at Full Gear, and I believe it was 2020, right? It was in 2020 when FTR were the tag team champions. Yeah, when they were the tag team champions, AEW World Tag Team Champions, and the Bucks beat them for those titles. So yeah, man, and I don't even think they fought them ever since. Yeah, they haven't fought them in a regular tag team match. They interacted, but they never fought in like a tag team match since then. But yeah, man, we'll love to see it. And then yeah, they mentioned Ring of Honor too. They mentioned Ring of Honor show that's this Friday. They could win those titles. Can you imagine if they win those titles? Like, dude, if they win the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships, man, they would be the only tag team to win all the tag team championships in every company. NXT Tag Team Champions, Raw Tag Team Champions, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, AEW World Tag Team Champions, AAA Tag Team Champions, and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Oh man, they are the best tag team, man. They are the best tag team today, FTR. I don't care what anybody say, man. I don't care what anybody say about FTR. They are the best tag team on the face of this planet, dude. But yeah, man. I always been a fan of FTR, man. Back in the NXT days when they were the Revival, always were huge fans of them, man. Cannot wait, man. They need to book this match. Book this match. FTR Young Bucks need to happen on a pay-per-view. Like you can't give it away on TV, man. You gotta give it a pay-per-view match. You gotta have it on a pay-per-view. Whatever pay-per-view is next. Whatever the next pay-per-view is, they need to have these guys fight each other. But yeah. But yep, that was it with that, man. And so yeah, so right after that we had the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament qualifier match. And so first we had the Bunny versus making her AEW debut, Toni Storm. So Toni Storm, she left the WWE, she quit WWE, and yeah, man, and she's in AEW. I think she went overseas, and she came back to the States. And yeah, now she's in AEW. So welcome to AEW, Toni Storm. Now this match, I really didn't care too much about it. But Toni Storm, the right person did win this match. And Toni Storm won the match with the Storm Zero. So Toni Storm wins the match with a Storm Zero. And Toni Storm is in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. So yeah, so she's the first competitor, the first woman in the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. So it's the men's and women's cup. So Toni Storm is a part of the women's cup. And so yeah, man. So right after that, we have Tony Schiavone. He interviews Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero.
And ladies, your response to what we heard.
Thunder, the only thing that you said that caught my attention was that you insulted our intelligence, which proves to me and everyone else that you fear my kind.
Thunturd, Rosa. You want to be the foundation? Not on my watch. I am the foundation. I am the cornerstone of this company. Day one! And I refuse to be a footnote in this industry. So now I'm going to cement my legacy with your blood. You seem to have a death wish, Thunder. Well, allow me to grant it for you. I'll be a genie.
Abracadabra, bitch.
Let's go back to the arena.
Wow. But yeah, wow. Yeah, that was it, man. Yep. I still don't care about this feud, man. Nyla Rose gotten so many opportunities for the championship, man, and lost. But yeah, this is ridiculous, man. I really don't care about the feud, and I'm not looking forward to it, man. I'm not looking forward to the feud. But yeah, before we get into the main event, man, let's talk about Rampage and next week's Dynamite. The Owen Hart Foundation Cup qualifying match for the women will continue on Wednesday, and the men's qualifying match for the Owen Hart Cup will start next week too on AEW Dynamite next week. And so also on AEW Dynamite next week we have a tables match with the Butcher and the Blade versus the Hardy Boys. So that's Matt and Jeff Hardy. And so that's it for Dynamite for next week. For AEW Rampage this Friday we have the Young Bucks. So that's Matt and Nick Jackson versus Top Flight. So Darius and Dante Martin. So this is the first time they're back together, or the first time they're back together as a tag team, or in tag team competition. They competed in that Battle Royal though, but they're it's you know what I'm trying to say. It's their first time back in a tag team match. And so yeah, so also we have a trios match on AEW Rampage. We have the House of Black. So that's Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King versus Fuego del Sol and Evil Uno and Stu Grayson of the Dark Order. And also we have Scorpio Sky, who's the TNT champion, Dan Lambert and Paige Van Zant. So they'll be talking. So we'll hear from them on AEW Rampage this Friday. And also on AEW Rampage we have the Owen Hart Cup, the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament qualifying match, and it's going to be Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue. And also on AEW Rampage, we'll be hearing from Chris Statlander. And also in the main event of AEW Rampage, we have Powerhouse Hobbs versus Keith Lee. And so that's pretty much it for AEW Rampage and AEW Dynamite. More matches will be announced for next week's AEW Dynamite. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had the main event. In the main event, we had Andrade El Idolo with Jose the Assistant in his corner versus Darby Allin with Sting in his corner. So yeah, so Jose the Assistant and Sting, they went to the back. So they were not at ringside, but they ended up coming back out towards the end of the match. When Darby made his entrance, we had Andrade. He had hit a tornado to Darby. The match didn't even start at this point. And so Andrade, he started throwing Darby around, just throwing him around, he threw him over the timekeeper's table. And, Darby, he had sidestepped Andrade, and Andrade had ran into the steel steps. And then Darby, he had grabbed his skateboard, and he did the skateboard stomp on Andrade's back. And so, yeah, and then Andrade, he finally took control. He had grabbed Darby Allin, he threw him on the top of the steel steps. And so, yeah, so the match finally started, and referee was asking Darby Allin, like, hey, do you want to continue? Like, Darby, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And so, yeah, Darby, he just shoved the referee out of the way, like, start the match, dude. And so, yeah, so Andrade, man, he kept throwing his dude around over and over and over again, man. And so, yeah, and then at one point, dude, we had a huge back body drop to Darby. And, Darby Allin, in a back body drop, you're supposed to land on your back. This dude landed on his face. He landed on his face. And, like, dude, when he went up, like, he had a rotation in the air. And he just landed face first on the mat. And so Andrade, he had to control the match during a commercial break, picture-in-picture, of course. And so Darby, he started to fight back. He had a code red to Andrade, and he kicked out. And so both of these guys, they were trading slaps. So they were slapping each other in the face. So, like a slap boxing. So they were slap boxing each other. That's what we used to call it in middle school, slap boxing. That's what, when I was in middle school, that's what we used to do, slap box. In case we didn't want to throw our fists, we used to slap box. But yeah, Andrade, he finally slapped Darby in his face, and he absolutely laid him out, dude. But yeah, and then Andrade, he tried to take off his belt that's on his tight. So he took off his belt, and he tried to use the belt, but the referee had took the belt away from him. And Darby, he had took off his belt that was on his jeans, or his jorts, whatever you want to call it, his jorts. Yeah, took it off his jorts, and he tied the belt around. He tripped Andrade with the belt. He tripped him with the belt, and referee of course didn't see it because he was putting Andrade's belt away. And so Darby had hit a stunner to Andrade and he kicked out. And then we had a crucifix bomb. We had a crucifix bomb to Andrade off of the top rope. So that was really impressive, man. And then Jose, the assistant, he came out. He tried to get involved in the match, and then Sting Sting had attacked him from behind. Dude, it was funny, man. The way that he came out, man, the way that Jose had came out, the way he was walking, it was really funny, man. And Sting just came out from behind and just took him out. And so yeah, man, we had the Butcher and the Blade. They came out and they took out Sting. And then Darby, he had dove over the top rope and he landed on the Butcher and the Blade. And then, Andrade, he had grabbed Darby and he gave Darby a buckle bomb. And so to end the match, we had Andrade, he had his finishing move, the El Idolo, or the Hammerlock DDT, to Darby Allin to win the match. And that was pretty much it. So Andrade, El Idolo, wins the match. And yeah, man, this was a great match, dude. I love the back and forth in this match. And so yeah, so right after the match, we had the AFO. They attacked Sting and Darby Allin, and then it was the whole entire AFO. They came out and they attacked Darby and Sting, and then the Hardy Boys, their theme song hit. I don't know why. Just run out to the ring, bro. Like you don't need your music, bro. Just run out to the ring. But yeah, man. So they ran out to the ring. It took them a while to come out. Like if they're getting jumped, you should be the first ones to come out. You don't need no theme music. But yeah, they came out and they fought off the AFO. And that was pretty much it, man. That was pretty much it with AEW Dynamite. That was it with the main event, and that was it with AEW Dynamite. Fun show. The main event was great. Bryan and Moxley, their singles matches were good. Bryan versus Yuta and Moxley versus Lethal. I thought those were really great matches. And yeah, man, and Toni Storm, she made her debut. She made her debut on Dynamite, competing for that Owen Hart Cup qualifying match. So yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it. Now, if you like this video, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new around here, or if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week, man. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. With Twitter, I don't even know if I want to use Twitter anymore. I might move on to something else. People was telling me to get an Instagram. People personally were coming up to me and telling me you need to get an Instagram. So I might do Instagram. I haven't created an account yet, so I might have to do Instagram. But yeah, man, cause Twitter sucks, man. It really do. It sucks, dude. It is so boring, dude. But yeah, man. But yeah, so I might be getting Instagram really soon. And yep. And yeah, man, once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, and thank you, man. If you missed last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here in this corner, and the link to that video will be down below in the description, so make sure you check it out if you missed it. And yeah, man, and I'll see you guys on, man, this is a busy week. As I said before, man, this is a busy week. So, Thursday, Impact Wrestling, not going to be able to do it. Friday, AEW Rampage. Probably not going to be able to do it because, WrestleMania is on Saturday. So, I'll see you guys on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, yeah, WrestleMania Predictions. I got to do that. So, I might do the WrestleMania Predictions on Friday. So, it might be on Friday. So, that'll probably be the only thing I'll do on Friday is the prediction video for WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 predictions. And then Saturday, WrestleMania Night 1. And then Sunday, WrestleMania Night 2. I'll be reviewing those shows too. So yeah, man. And also on the channel, I will be uploading my second match that I had. I went 10 minutes in that match. So, man, a really good match, man. Really good match. By the time you see this video, the match is probably already uploaded. But yeah, man. I had fun, man. We had a banger of the match, man. We killed it. But yeah, man, you guys will see it. But yeah, man, yep. Oh yeah, Friday we have the Ring of Honor show. I might watch it. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't I never watched the Ring of Honor show. Maybe one Ring of Honor show. But yeah, never was an avid watcher of Ring of Honor. But yeah, man. Yep. Oh, dude, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, man. So yeah, see you guys on Friday for the WrestleMania predictions for night 1 and night 2, and I'll see you guys on Saturday and Sunday for WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. And as I said before, man, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, and thank you, man. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.